Collective, flowers, flowers, flowers. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as TheAfrozen. Today I'm reading for the beautiful, handsome collective. What up, collective? Hey, flowers, flowers, flowers. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell to book a private reading with me or to shop in my store. All that information is in the description box below. All right, so let's get into it. Spirit, what does the collective need to know today? All right, let's see. Okay. All right, let's see. Wow. Okay. So you have a mother figure here. So there's a mother figure here that's very mean-spirited towards you, or have been very mean-spirited towards you, and doesn't like this energy that you're in. Doesn't like this goddess energy that you're in. So you are the star. There's a battle axe. And then we have this rabbit here. So we're gonna look at this rabbit as fertility. You're growing. So you're growing in really great, phenomenal ways. You're very rad, you've always been. There've always been a competition between this mother dynamic and you. But you were never in competition with this mother dynamic here. They don't like the fact that things come to you very easy in life. They don't like the fact that you're loved on or doted on. They don't like the fact that you get into a bag. Like, they don't like anything positive for you. It makes them look less than. It makes them look like they didn't do all they can to sabotage you. And I know that may sound real harsh and fucking crazy and heinous, but this person really feels like they didn't do enough to sabotage you. They didn't do enough to one-up you, because they always believe that you should follow their path. And their path is not a good one, okay? This mother-like figure is very ran through here. And you went the opposite way, okay? They dote on, like, being with a man, and you got to honor a man, you got to cherish a man, and you got to worship the floor the man walks on. Man, fuck all that shit. Worship who? Worship you, boo. The fuck? I keep hearing honor thy mother and father. Like, this person want to cause you all different types of crazy shit. They want to be reckless when it comes to you, but at the same time, on the same token, they want you to honor them. No, fuck them. They just always see that your life has been very easy to manifest. Like, whatever you want, you receive. Whatever you say, it comes true. And they don't like that shit. It irritates them. It bothers them. This mother-like figure may have had some dreams that they may have wanted to accomplish when they were younger, and they weren't able to do that. So they feel slighted by you. They feel some type of way that because you're able to manifest your dreams here, it makes them feel less than. So you have this mother, like whatever you want to call this person. King of Wands is in reverse. They're very nasty and very abusive towards you. They're abusive towards your belief system. They're toxic, abusive towards how you want to see life, how you want to view life, how you want to live life. Very, very jealous of you. You're in the 9 of Pentacles. They're very jealous of you. Very. And they're doing everything possible to bring forth a 10 of Swords here. So they're going around telling people that you ain't this, you ain't that, you're not amounting up to what you are or who you are. They feel like you're putting on a show here. It's a lot of angry, a lot of jealous energy here. 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. They're very jealous of the way that you make money or how you make money or how you provide for yourself here. You don't need anyone. You don't need a man. You don't need a friend. Like, you don't need nobody to assist you when it comes to doing what you need to do for yourself. You're very independent. Okay, you may come off as super independent. All right, take that how that resonates. But we do have the 6 of Cups here. And they're trying to get you to go back to a past where you may have come off as needy. You may have come off as dependent. And I don't really feel like you were financially dependent on this mother-like figure. I really don't feel like you were. I feel like you were more so emotionally dependent on this individual back in the day. 6 of Cups. And they want you to go back to that time. They want you to be stuck in the past here. They want you to feel like that they're the only option, or they're the only option left that you have to become successful. Like, they feel like in order for you to be successful, they have to be attached to you to be successful. They want to take credit for all the things that you have done in your world and your reality. Like, when people see you, this mother figure wants people to see you with them. But it's the other way around. If anything, they'll be seen with you. You won't be seen with them. But I'm just saying that in that way because they're trying to take credit for your success. They're trying to take credit for your shine. And it's just not going to fucking work here. We have the Tower. So they're doing things maliciously behind the back, or they did things behind the scenes here to sabotage you. 7 of Pentacles, and then the Magician. Okay? And then when they sabotage you, they're going to come in, swoop in to act like they're saving the day. So that way, when you do fall, or you may need some assistance, whatever the case may be, they go and they run and they tell people, see, I told you that this person is this way. See, I told you that this person needs my help. It's all a game. It's all a ploy. In order for you to be successful, they have to be attached to you. That's how they're viewing life. Because of all the things that they taught you or did not teach you, and the things that they taught you, it wasn't on the up and up. It was just very negative. Like, they basically taught you to be submissive and to be dependent of others. That's how this mother energy is. They're very dependent on other people. But like I said, you may have dependent on them for emotional stability. But once you've pulled away, or soon to pull away from this person, you're going to soon to realize, or you have realized, that you're the one that has to fulfill your emotional stability, not other people. They hate that you don't listen. It's a pet peeve of theirs that you don't listen to what they're telling you. And what they're telling you, they don't tell you anything good. Everything they tell you has been nothing to keep you down, to keep you, or to basically run you into the ground. They don't have good intentions for you here. They don't have good intentions for you. They want to steal your spotlight. They want to steal your shine. Now, they knew as a child that your future was going to be bright. They knew your future was going to be bright, but they did not want to tell you that your future was going to be bright. So they did not do things to help to elevate you so that way you could be in this star-like energy, however that may be. Your craft, your skill set, your whatever it is that you do well, they did not nourish it. They did not nurture it, okay? They didn't want you to be that star, because they knew that if you came into that star-like energy of your life, your reality, you'll blow them out the water, and that's not what they want. Okay, now your mother could have been very emotionally detached from you, okay, and they knew this. See, mother energy, mother is moon. They knew that you were craving the emotional connection between the mother and the child, and they did everything. They manipulated that so that way it works in your favor. Well, if you don't do this, this is going to happen to you. Well, if you do this, this is what happens. So they always gave you an ultimatum, so that way you can get the prize of being nurtured or like emotionally doted on. So it never just came straight out like, hey, you're doing a great job. Hey, I love you, da da da. And for some of you guys, you may have never even heard your mom said that they loved you, okay? That you had to do something to show them that you are, what's the word? They wanted you to show them that you are worthy of being loved in that kind of way. So that's how they raised you to be. You need to show me that you're worthy of being loved. You need to show me that I should give you some kind of emotional something. They really set you up to become a failure. That was the plan. That was the goal. And they've been doing this since a child. Vision is in reverse. They never wanted you to know this. This is where this battle axe is coming in. Like anything you may have said towards this person, or you try to have a conversation with this person and you're trying to uplift yourself, or you're trying to come towards it with some kind of a positive, whatever, reinforcement, affirmations, results, whatever the case may be, they will always shoot that down and make it negative. Well, no, you shouldn't do that because, oh, well, such and such is doing that because, and they'll always try to compare you to other people. Because they don't want other people to see that you truly are the star. So they left you many times here to kind of fend for yourself. Like you really were thrown to the wolves and you came back leading the fucking pack. You came back leading the pack. They wanted to abuse you, but at the same time, they wanted you to honor them. They wanted to indoctrinate you to where you accept the abuse, the physical, the emotional, the mental, the financial, etc., different types of abuse here to make you feel like it was okay for them to continue this here. So that way you don't move forward or, you know, you just kind of stay in a stagnant state. This spirit is here. They want you in the spirit. They wanted you in the spirit. It's a concern for this because now you see their true colors. You could be 32 or 33, or you could be 60, 65. So you could be either 32 or 33, or you could be 65. Take it how it resonates. Or it could have been happening between 32 to 33 years. Any ounce of success, they'll sabotage it. Any ounce of people trying to come around you, you know, community, friends, lovers, anyone that were, you know, for positivity or had the notion to help to elevate you as you would help elevate them, they stopped it. Family room is in reverse. That's the secret here. They stopped it. This is hate. This is jealousy, envious rage of hate that this mother-like figure have towards you, collective. And they don't want people to know that they truly have this hate for you. They talk about you, talk about your hair, your clothes, you know, your body, your teeth, your skin. They just want it to be controlling, but in a very abusive way because they feel like you're craving the emotional connection from them, and they know this is what you crave, so they use that as an actual weapon against you. They use it for their to their advantage, but for you, they use it as a weapon. They use it as a weapon here. Bad luck. And this is where they may try to start to groom you into what's the word? Dealing with people with nefarious intentions. oh, you should be with that person, or you should give them a chance. No one, you see all these red flags here, but they're wanting you to go through unnecessary abusive situations here. Again, this ain't gonna resonate for everybody, okay? They have anger issues. They're very, on a scale of 1 to 10, they're at 100. They are super jealous of you. They're super jealous of the way you look, how you do things, okay? They're a hood rat. This mother life figure is a fucking hood rat. They're trash, okay? They could be divorced. They blame you for that. They're heartbroken. They blame you for all the things that they have done towards you. Yeah, this is what they're hiding. They're hiding a strong hate and disgust for you here, okay? Yeah, they were in competition with you, trying to see who has the best body, who here looks better, who can talk better, who can walk better, who can pull this type of individual. Like, this person was really in competition with you here. And their biggest fear is that everyone knows that they truly don't like you, that they have a strong hate for you here. They were doing black magic on top of you as well, too. They created some frenemies as well. You may have had friends that you guys were good, and then all of a sudden they started to turn against you. It's because this mother-like figure did these things behind the scenes to make them turn against you here. Your mother could be gay, okay? This is something that you may be aware, maybe not, all right? They are a supreme narcissist here, and they feel like that they can just continue to do this and not get in trouble for what they have done towards you here. Like, they feel like all the things that they have done towards you is justifiable, but let you do something to them, let you say something to them, it's like, oh, how fucking dare you, in that kind of way. You don't speak to me in that way. They're always, I keep hearing, honor thy mother and father. Honor thy mother and father. They want you to honor them by any means necessary, because that's just the way they are. They expect you to accept them for who they are. And that part is true. Hear me out. That part is absolutely true. Yes, accept them for who they are, but just because you accept them for who they are or acknowledge it for what it is, you ain't gotta fuck with that bitch. That's a bitch. They probably got you tied up into some form of government scandals, things of that nature, the police, CPS, DHS, okay? You are very hated by this person. Very, very, very hated heavily. Even though it says heat, like, you know, when you're angry, the heat rises out of you. They heavily hate you here, okay? They talk about your living conditions, your living quarters, anything that they can say negative about you to other people, and people who are willing to listen, they'll do it to make themselves feel better, because they really feel like a failure because you surpass all of their expectations. Their expectations for you were very, very, very low, very minimal. You were not supposed to exceed their expectations. And now that you have, or you soon to exceed their expectations, it's really driving them crazy. It's making them sick to their stomach that you are successful, or you're soon to be successful. I don't know how many times this wicked witch of the West gonna come out. They try to sabotage your home, okay? They may have tried to get you kicked out of your home. Your father could be involved in this dumb shit too. They wanted you to feel uncomfortable wherever you go. Like, if you were not around them, if you weren't giving them praises, if you weren't assisting them, if you weren't helping them, you don't mean anything to them. You're not worth anything. You're only worth something if you are to assist them, if you are to give them praises, if you are to say, hey, you're this and you're that. They only want that from you. That's it. Nothing else. Points taken. They're a crab in the barrel, okay? Your mother could be country, or could be from the country. Your mother could live up north. North is like the northern states, Maine, New York, Jersey, etc., etc. Delaware, Philly, Pennsylvania, Ohio, etc., etc. They're going to be reaching out to you soon because they are struggling now. So all that they have said about you to other people, now they want to flip the script because they need your help. So now they're starting to speak very good things about you. They're starting to uplift you. They're starting to say, hey, good job. They're starting to, they're trying to change or manipulate the situation so that way it can work in their favor once again. Yeah, that's unfolding. So for some of you guys, you may be expecting a phone call from your mother trying to work things out with you, trying to get back to the past. Let me say that again. You have a mother-like figure here that's currently unfolding, that's going to, they're wanting to call you because they need help. They need help financially. They need help with being in a home. They need help with lodgings. They need help with just about everything. Everything that they have worked for has completely just been obliterated and destroyed. They don't have a job. They're losing their car. Their car's getting ready to be up for repo if it hasn't been repoed yet. I think I said losing their home. Everything is being lost. And the only person that they can turn to is currently you. An example of this would be, I don't know if you guys are following Brian McKnight. I look at that as a form of a mental illness, okay? Brian McKnight have older children from a previous marriage. I don't know how many, 2, 3, whatever. And he has a junior. He went ahead and he proceeded to marry and procreate with another person or his current wife. And it's like his previous kids don't exist at all. To add insult to injury, Brian McKnight actually changed his name, his government name, so that it reflects his youngest son, his legacy or something like that. So his name is like Brian Mawa, some kind of Hawaiian something, y'all. And I looked at that is that he has some real strong internal issues that he's fighting and he's projecting out on his child or his kids. Whatever the issue he had with the mother, he's projecting it on the kids. He has a lot of hate for himself, and because he sees a lot of himself in his child, it's like he's projecting it onto his child. Like his child is more than a man than he would ever be. And he's overcompensating by trying to fix these holes in many different ways to make him feel good or make him feel great about himself. But he's thinking that by taking these jabs or pushing these jabs onto his son, is that it's going to get some form of a reaction, emotional reaction. So there's definitely some form of, like I said, trauma, a lot of deep inner trauma. It could be childhood trauma with Brian McKnight that he has not yet fixed. And his way of fixing it is by having more kids and putting them up on the pedestal. But when parents do that, put their favorite kids on a pedestal, they're always the one that fucks them over big time. So we have abundance in reverse. They don't have, like I said, they don't have any money. They're running out of money. And they're looking for the courage. They're trying to muster up the courage here to tell you that they're sorry. Can we work it out? Things of that nature. I wouldn't let that person in. They would have to fall flat on their face. Don't fucking call me. You can't call me for shit. You can't call me for a motherfucking thing. I don't give a fuck what's going on. You can't call me. Let me use this deck. They're praying for a miracle. It's in reverse. They're praying for a miracle, that you will accept their forgiveness. You'll accept them for what they have done towards you. But they've really they try to control your life in every form and fashion here, even down to your friends, the way you select friends, down to your jobs, okay? So if you've been being let go from a lot of jobs, is because your mother has been calling up to these jobs and making false reports against you to get you fired, okay? Again, this is not going to resonate for everybody. I'm hungry. I'll make me some egg whites with spinach and mushrooms. That sounds good. Now, they hate the fact that you don't need them. To be honest, you never needed them. The freedom is here. They hate the fact that you're free from their bullshit. They hate the fact that you're free from their manipulation and their abuse. And they're still trying to come back in to reel you in emotionally, because that's where they had you at one point in time. And these are things that you have to acknowledge so you can move forward. You have to acknowledge the things that has happened in the past. Because if you know what's happening, but you're not acknowledging it and you just letting it go, it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So you have to sit at some point in time and acknowledge all of the hurtful things that you went through, or all of the hurtful things that this person has done to you, and acknowledge it for what it is. Release it, cry it out, whatever you got to do, and keep moving forward. So that way they don't have that emotional tie or an emotional connection to you where they can still do this damaging manipulation to your psyche. So if you don't have any feelings for this person, whatever they say and do, you're like, well, okay, well, that's just who that person is. You know, you see them for who they are. You see right through them, and you don't give a fuck. Hey, this person's just going to die old and miserable. Old and miserable. Again, this ain't going to resonate for everybody, okay? This is their karma. Their karma is to see you succeed, and they don't have anything to do with it. Like, you did it on your own. You got it out the mud. Transcend is in reverse. This person doesn't want to transcend, or they don't want to pass away before coming to some kind of a common ground. But I'm here to say that the common ground is not what you may think or anticipate. The common ground is so more for them. Let me see what I can get out of them. Let me see what I can say to get this out of them. Okay, it's still a form of a manipulative tactic here. This mother life figure may have even done things to make you get so angry that you may want to hit or swing at them as well too. It's all psychological abuse. It's reverse psychology. Like a psychological abuse of reverse psychology is what this person was doing to you since you were a child. So they wanted you to be in a state where you feel like you can't. Because if they're constantly telling you, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're this, you're that, da, 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 over time it's going to start to sink in that, okay, well, maybe this is true. This person keeps saying, I can't do this, or, you know, this person saying that this and that, whatever the case may be. You can't allow other people's opinions to affect how you view the world, how you see reality, how you live your life. I don't give a fuck who it is. You cannot have other people. You cannot live through other people's perspective. You cannot live through other people's points of view. You cannot borrow or wear other people's glasses to the way you want to live life. You have to let go of the rose-colored glasses, throw that shit away, stomp on that bitch, burn that bitch, whatever the fuck you got to do, and create your own lens, or make the lens, make the focal points of the lens work in your favor, so that way you can see from you and not from others. I hope that makes sense. I hope I said that correctly. I can give you an example. Let's say you want to go to China, right? You've never been to China, nowhere, no how, but deep down in your soul and your heart, I need to go to China, or I think China would be great for me. Okay, cool, granted. Let's say you were to have a conversation with this vile mother-like figure here. Hey, I want to go to China. I wanted this, I wanted that. Oh, no, you shouldn't go to China because of this. Oh, no, you shouldn't go to China because of that. That's their opinion. It's not a fact. That is their experience. That is their opinion. That is their point of view. And what this person's trying to do is they're trying to impose their negative points of view onto you so you can feel exactly how they feel. This is where the statement comes in, birds of a feather flock together. It helps the mother-like figure to carry out this nefarious plan to where you won't be successful. You won't feel successful. And if you don't feel successful, you're not going to do. If you feel less than, they're constantly, oh, you shouldn't wear that because of this, or that don't look right on you. That color don't look right on you. That's an ugly color. That's this, that's that. They're doing these things intentionally to stop you from really, truly believing in yourself. So going back to the China thing. So let's say they went to China and they had a horrible experience. Just because they had a horrible experience doesn't mean that you're going to have a horrible experience. Everyone's way of living is very different or slightly different. And you can't keep hovering or trying to be underneath this person's bosom and thinking that they have your best interest at heart when they clearly show you for years that they have not. Because if you self-sabotage yourself, you're not only agreeing and confirming what they're saying is true, you're making them look better by agreeing and confirming that what they said was true about you. And that's not true. That's not the case. So they want to guide you to destruction. That's exactly what they want to do. They don't want you to connect to a higher source or anything. They want you to honor thy mother and father. Like what I say goes. Don't question anything. Just listen to what I'm saying, and that's that. So when situations do arise or come about, you're in a position where you may not question it. Oh, well, you know, they would never do that to me, or no, they would never say that about me in that kind of way. And this is how at the time or before in the past, how you develop, how you saw the world. Well, no, if I do this way, they, you know, this is going to be fine. No, if I do it this way, this is going to be fine. They never wanted you to question anything. They just wanted you to just kind of be like, oh, okay, be like a yes person, a yes man, or a yes woman. Like I said, they did that intentionally because they never wanted you to be ahead of them. They put you in competition with, if you had a sibling or siblings, they also put you in competition with them as well too. They will always compare and contrast these sibling or siblings to you. Why don't you be more like them? You should do this more. They're doing this, they're doing that. And like I said, everyone is different. What they eat don't make you fucking shit, and the same for you. If someone, and it doesn't even have to be a mother figure, but if someone is coming towards you with negative intentions or negative connotations about you, you need to let them go. You need to that connection. You need to disconnect from that connection, and you need to go do your own thing. For some of you guys, y'all not speaking. You haven't spoken years. Some of you guys are just now starting to break away from this mother-like figure here. And we have I love you in reverse. They don't have any love for you at all whatsoever. The love that they have is to see you self-sabotage. The love that they have for themselves is to see you be in isolation. The love that they have for themselves is to see you self-destruct in front of everyone to see. They may have also been pushing a lot of hateful mental projections onto you to make you commit suicide, or to make you kind of like feel like giving up in this world. Like, dang, nobody loves me, nobody this, nobody that, I don't have any help, I don't have any assistance, etc., etc. Like, they wanted you to feel down and out. They wanted you to feel very desolate, but that's not happening here. You found yourself, or you soon to find yourself. We have cleansing as well too. So you're cleansing out all of the negative energies that's not serving you. So it could be an Aquarius or a Gemini. You could be either or those signs, or they could be those signs here. And it's like you're taking back your power. Okay. They feel like you should listen to them because they're a mother. They have the title. They really feel like that title means something. In some cases, yes, some cases, no. And in this case, this instance here, that mother title don't mean a motherfucking thing. It don't mean anything. Now, this part here, I'm hearing some of you guys hate your mother so much, like you, God damn. I'm hearing, I want to spit in her face. That's what I heard. I'm just telling you what I heard. Like, some of y'all really, truly don't like this mother energy. And I understand. I can relate. I understand. I understand the frustration. I understand the hate. I understand it, but you know, it's gonna have to come in point in time where you just not gonna have to let that person dictate your life. You can create a family anywhere. You can create a family in a whole new state, a whole new country, or a whole new city. You don't need that mother-like figure. There's mother figures everywhere. There's mothers out there that never have children but want to be a mother or is a mother. There are women out there that will take on a role as to be a mom to you. So that's not the only mom in the world, if that makes sense. Either it's biologically or whatever the case may be. You can create your own family anywhere. You can create how you want to see or how you want to create your, you know, your circle. Like for me, like I keep saying, like I have a great circle of friends that I have created that is like really like my circle. So if I have any issues or anything like that, I can call on them and I ain't got no issue, and vice versa for them as well too. But it took me a long time to create or cultivate exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for a healthy balance, reciprocity, respect, dignity, morals, integrity, and I was able to manifest these wonderful individuals in my life, in my reality, and I don't have no issues. So people coming up to you or this mother-like figure talking about something, you need to honor me, you need to say, fuck you, bitch, and you need to ride off to the motherfucking sunset. Because I'm not going to respect someone that I know intentionally is trying to cause me harm or intentionally is trying to make me self-sabotage. You don't get no respect. You don't. You couldn't even get a drink of water if you was on your last breath. And I mean that shit. I strongly mean that shit. When I'm done with you, I'm fucking done with you. And you're going to know. You're going to feel the absence of me. And I don't give a fuck who feel what type of way. You want me to treat you right? Treat me right. It's the equal reciprocity. You gonna treat me like shit? I'm not gonna treat you like shit, but I'm gonna acknowledge you for the piece of shit that you are, and I'm just gonna move around, just be real fucking cold with you to the point where you don't no longer have access to me. And that's gonna burn them up even more because they don't have access to you. Secrets, running away from problems. This was in reverse, but I just wanted I wanted to put it upright so you can kind of see the whole picture here. But it's in reverse. So some of you guys are now starting to face the issues head on. You're not running away from the issues anymore. You're acknowledging what has happened, what has taken place, and now you're starting to sit with these emotions and these scenarios that you have experienced, and now you're trying to change the narrative so that way it doesn't come back up again. Okay, great job. Viewpoint and control is in reverse. They no longer have a viewpoint. They don't know what you're doing. They have no control. They don't know who you're talking to, who you're speaking to, who you're around. They don't know anything like that, and it burns them up because they need for you to trust them. And I'm telling you, and Spirit is telling you, do not trust this person from the past because they're still in their shadows, okay? They're still trying to cause mayhem and chaos in your reality treasure. They don't want you to get to the treasure because they don't see you as the treasure. They uplift other people, but not you. And you got to be okay with that. Go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. Go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. That's not the only person in the world. Fuck that bitch. Fuck her. Fuck her, fuck her, fuck her. F-A-C-K. Fuck her. Okay? Fuck her. They don't think that you're the treasure. They don't think you're a treasure in your reality, but you're a gift to the world. Who gives a fuck what they think? What do you think, collective? Do you feel you're the treasure to the world? Do you feel like you're the gift to the world? And if the answer is yes, and I'm hoping that the answer is yes, that's all that matters, boo. Fuck them bitches. Fuck them. Silence is something that you're not going to do anymore. You're not staying silent. You're speaking out and about in regards to the things that they have done to you here. And, you know, people are going to see. Just speak your truth and move around, boo. You don't need no permission from them. Clearly, they don't get permission from you to try to attempt to sabotage you. They just do it abrasively. So why do you feel you need permission to speak your truth in regards to what you went through with that person? You don't need permission. guidance. Spirit is going to guide you to tell you what you need to do, what you should do. Pay attention to your dream state. Okay? Pay attention. They want you to question nothing. Stay quiet. Do as I say, not as I do. Don't question me in that kind of way. You don't get to question me. You're a child. You need... No, ain't nobody doing that weird shit, bitch. Move around. Move the fuck around. Or choke on a dick. How about that? They wanted you to be a yes man to people in relationships. They wanted you to be completely submissive to... Nah, don't do that shit, boo. Don't be submissive to nobody. In that kind of way, in this instance here, just hear me out. Like, don't be submissive to the wrong person. Let me just make that clear. Don't be submissive to the wrong person. And that's what they wanted you to be. They wanted you to be submissive to the wrong individuals here. People that did not have your best interest at heart. Oh, no, they didn't mean nothing by it. Just let it go. Let it ride. And I'm here to tell you that if somebody says something, especially if it's maliciously or is in a hateful way, they meant it. When you do something or say something and it triggers someone and the first thing they want to do is yell at you or curse at you, whatever the case may be, is because they truly feel that way about you, but you may have done or said something or triggered them in such a profound way that the only way they can respond to you is to how they truly feel about you through that anger or hate that they have for you. Okay? So don't believe that bullshit about I didn't mean it. That's not what I meant. They meant it. They thought about it. They've been sitting with that thought or that notion for quite some time. Something happened where it triggered them and their true colors came out. Believe people, the first time somebody show you who they are, believe it. There's how many people, I keep saying 13 billion people in the world. Why y'all keep staying attached to desolate dusties that don't want the fucking best for you? Let them bitches go. Fuck them. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. I need to make a shirt. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. For real though. Fuck them. They may write a letter to you. They may come towards you with some kind of a sob story that they're dying or they're sick. I mean, I can't tell y'all what to do, but me, I'll be like, I don't give a fuck. What the fuck you calling me, telling me that shit for? Go back to your child. Go back to your kids. Let them take care of you. What the fuck they gotta do with me? I tell you, I'm real cutthroat. And you fuck me over one time, I'm cutthroat with you. You ain't gonna like me. You gonna hate me even more, and I'm okay with that. I sleep very good at night on my bed, boo. Grief is here. And they may even use that against you as well, too. Oh, this person don't talk to me, this person don't this. But they're not telling the whole story as to why. That's why I keep saying you don't have to entertain foolishness. The only person that you can control is you. You can't control other people's actions. You can't control how other people view you. You can only control you. And if you're in control of you, that's all that matters. They hate that you don't need them. They need you. They need you. You don't need them. That's them damn dusties. They didn't teach you shit. They set you up for failure, to be afraid of life and to fail. That's what they set you up for. And now they're worried because that's not your energy. That's their energy. And they are in regret because they're being shown to the world their true identity. They're lonely. They don't have anyone. They could live by themselves. And like I said, it's going to sound harsh, but I truly don't give a fuck. They're going to die by themselves. Fuck them. Who gives a fuck? That's the bed they laid in. I'm not honoring anyone, or I'm not respecting anyone that's blatantly disrespecting me. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't. I say that with every being in my motherfucking fiber. I don't give a fuck who you are. You don't respect me, I'm not going to respect you. Don't let nobody play with you. Don't let nobody play on your fucking top. No fucking body. I don't give a fuck who. No fucking body. Even if the pet's disrespecting you too, they gotta move around too, boo. I'm being real honest with you. Don't let nobody disrespect you, boo. No fucking body. I don't care if they are your friend, your ex-friend, your this or that. No fucking body. No fucking body. Let them learn you on your terms, not their terms. Yeah, they hate that you're loved. Like, you shouldn't be getting these things. You shouldn't be getting respect. You shouldn't be getting, you know, healthy friends. Like, this is weird shit. Like, they don't want you to be successful. Like, that's fucking weird to me. They want you underneath them, but they want to use the emotional manipulation to their advantage. No, send that bullshit back to them. They hate how different that you are. You could be in a different city than them. They don't like none of that shit. This person is very dark. Very, very, very dark. Very dark. Let them be dark by themselves. Fuck them. Damn, you harsh? Yeah, sometimes you gotta be harsh. You ain't gotta be harsh to everybody. No, you don't gotta be harsh to everybody. Why in the fuck would you give your greatness, your goodness to someone that don't give a fuck about you? Why? Why? Because they're a mom, because they're a dad, because they're a brother, because they're a sister? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a flying fuck? Because if they were who they say they were, they wouldn't be treating you in that way. So fuck them. Fuck them, fuck them, and fuck them. Fuck them. Let them drown on their own. They need a place to stay. Well, there's some cardboard that you can get, karmic, and you can find a space somewhere underneath the bypass or underneath the highway, and you can make yourself a fucking home. You want to act like a desolate dusty? Well, you're going to be treated as such by the universe. Okay? Whatever you put out is what you're going to get back. You want to treat the collective like shit? Well, let the divine show you something. Y'all want to take this shit way too far. Ain't nobody putting up with that bullshit no fucking more. Nobody. Nope. So they need a place to stay, they can go in a shelter. They need a place to stay, they can live in a car. They need food to eat, they can go to a food bank. They need, they can go panhandle. Whatever they need to do, because that's what they want to feel. And you don't have to have no hate in your heart for them. Just like, oh, okay, you acknowledge it. Oh, you struggling? Well, I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you. Why the fuck would I help somebody that intentionally try to sabotage me to my greatness? Ain't no fucking way. I wouldn't even put you out if you were on fire, karmic. I wouldn't even put your ass out. I mean that shit. I mean that shit. Real cutthroat. I don't give a fuck. I mean that. Because they put you in some very dangerous situations here that could have really truly got you physically killed, and they would have been okay with that. They got insurance policies out on you because they just knew that you were going to die. Like, they set shit up to make you have a physical death, and you trying to help this person, man, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Winter's about to be here, and they're older too. Let they brittle bone ass go outside and face the weather. Let them go through that bullshit. Let them face it. Since they want to dish it, but they can't take it. That don't make no damn sense. You out here pushing hate, but you can't take what you push out? That don't make sense, dude. We have mortality, death, strong framework, rebirth, abundance, beauty and afterlife, need to restructure life, and beauty and death. Don't be surprised if you get a call, such and such passed. Oh, okay. Good riddance. Good fucking riddance. Good riddance. I'm not feeling sorry for no one, and I'm not shedding a tear from someone that don't wish me any good. It's just, oh, okay, well, hey, que sera, sera. What will be, will be. In that kind of way, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. They didn't care how you felt. They didn't care what they put you through. They didn't care about none of that stuff. They only care as to how they saw you. They wanted to see them on top of you. They wanted to be the victor. They wanted to be the person that's in control of your life. And they're not even fucking controlling their life. They're not in control of their life. Their life is in fucking shambles. Child, please. Child, please. All right, what else, Spirit? So, evil intent, poor behavior, guilty conscience, doubtful, corrupt, and negative influence. And this person has been a huge negative influence on you. He never had no best interest for you. So we have misfortune, embarrassment, shame, difficulty getting rid of hurtful people, sadness in life, death, and missing someone. Okay? They only miss what you can do for them. Demand respect from others. They demand that you respect them. You ain't got to respect a motherfucker. The only person you got to respect is you. All this bullshit that they're trying to pin or push onto you, again, is reverse psychology. Oh, you need to respect me. Do you respect me? Push the question back. Do you respect me? I don't need to respect you. Well, if you don't need to respect me as a mother, I don't need to respect you as a mother. It's just that simple. An eye for an eye. You don't respect me, why should I respect you? You know what I mean? Indecisive in making choices, impulsive, difficult times ahead, delays due to hardship, struggles. Demand respect from others. People are abusing your beliefs. Dishonesty and disloyalty from others. I'm not going out my way for someone that won't even meet me halfway. I'm just not. I don't have the time and I don't have the energy for it. And I don't have to entertain it. I'm responsible for me and only me. Like you was a real life Matilda. You grew up as a Matilda doing everything for yourself. Why do you need this person? Why do you need to be around this person? Correction of injustice, attention, justice and fairness, positive results, power and respect, authority figure. Okay? They may have even tried to get you locked up in this weird shit, try to get you in false court cases, anything to make you look like angry and down and out and desolate and poor and broke and sick out your mind, and you know, to the point where you losing so much weight. You see how that person looking? They going through something, but they not telling the people the reason why you're going through what you're going through is because of them and their malicious acts. Let that bitch fall on their own. Don't fall on their own. Good riddance, boo. Sayonara. Arrivederci. Ciao. Au revoir, bitch. Au revoir. Again, go where you are celebrated, not where you tolerate it. And if people just tolerate you, you're going to have a hard time feeling celebrated. Go where you are celebrated, not tolerated. Somebody loves Batman. Okay, they want to bait you in to make you feel bad about their situation. Don't do that. Don't do that shit. Fuck them. Weight, you could be losing weight. You could look really good. You could be gaining weight and you could be looking good. So you could be putting on healthy weight or you could be losing weight. So take out how it resonates here. Yeah, you've cut off this person because you see them for what they are. Somebody loves rabbits. You may love rabbit soup. They're going to be very shocked when you tell them no, or if you say no, or if you respond to them, or whatever the case may be, or if you ignore them, because ignoring is also a form of no. And they're not going to like that. They're not going to like the fact that you're not responding to them. Fuck them bitches. Fuck them. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. So we have Raisin here. Raisin in the Sun is a really good movie. It's an older movie. I think it's with Sidney Poitier. I want to say that movie from like the 1980s, 60s or so. A Raisin in the Sun. It's a really good movie. Puff Daddy was in when they remade it. Puff Daddy and Mary J. Blige was in on it. Let me see if we can find it. $1959. Okay, you can watch it on YouTube, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, Vudu. Yes, Sidney Poitier, Ruby D, Louis Gossett Jr. Yeah. So, Raising the Sun follows a poor black family that receives $10,000 from a life insurance policy after the father's death. Instead of providing salvation, the money causes intense disagreements over what should be done with it. You could be going through that as well, too, with an inheritance. They're trying to keep that away from you. You ain't got to worry about that. You're going to get that back as well. Just let them beat y'all. I have raison, R-A-I-S-O-N. That means to be right in French. They want you to be a sheep. They just want you to just do what they say and don't question anything that they do. No, question everything, every fucking thing. All right, so we have sext here, S-E-X-T. Your name could be Sexton, S-E-X-T-O-N. I think a sext is an apparatus for the boat, the dimensions of a boat, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. I think it's like a compass, right? Where it's like, how do I explain that? It has a little pencil in there and it has like a doohickey thingamajiggy, and you can put the small little pencils like this size, you put it on the side and then you twirl it around and make a circumference. Isn't that called a sext? S-E-X-T? Or something with a bolt? Let me see, sex for nautical. Sext meaning nautical. What's a cool term? Or maybe it's a sextant. That's it, sextant. I'm like, okay. S-E-X-T-A-N-T. All right, sextant. Yes. Instrument for determining the angle between the horizon and a celestial body such as the sun, the moon, or a star. Used in celestial navigation to determine latitude and longitude. Yes. Let me see if I could, this is it right here. Let me see if I could show y'all. This is it. That's the sex. That's what I was talking about. So it's called a sextant. Not a sext, but I was close. I'm hearing Milli Vanilli or something like that. Whatever, Milli Vanilli. They were like a one-time wonder hit from the 1990s. They were perceived as like copying off of other people and stealing other people's work and stuff to that nature. And I think that's why their success was very short-lived, because they weren't being themselves. All right, so we have water. Drink more water if you have not been. W-A-T-E-R. Drink more water. Waiter. All right, you could be going to a very nice restaurant with a waiter. W-A-I-T-E-R. All right, somebody wants to give you the world. Rest. You may need a break or you may need to rest. Okay. Somebody loves mint. You may like the Olive Garden, you know, after you eat Olive Garden, they give you a little mint. You may like that little chocolate candy. Somebody's working with resin, R-E-S-I-N. You could be making, you know, sculptures or whatever, however. Hold on, let me. Okay, you could be working with resin. You could be from Indiana. You could be from India. Your name could be Risa, Clarice. Like, this mother figure is dangerous to be around. They don't have your best interest at heart, and they're really trying to do things to get you physically harmed here. So I would stay away from this person. I wouldn't even acknowledge it for what it is. Yep, that person did this to me, that person did that to me, and move forward. Release that burden and send that bullshit back to them and let them sit there and play hot potato with the shit that they created in their life. Someone's gonna need an MRI. Okay. Could be from Kansas or Vermont. We got Scorpio, 4th house, and Pluto. We have South Node, Taurus, 4th house. Someone definitely in their South Node acting like an idiot. 4th house is the family, the roots. We got 3rd house and Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter is expansion. 3rd house is communication, siblings. Hold on. 3rd house is... Do I got 3rd house? Yeah, I do. Yeah, communication, broadcasting, concentration, mental concentration, mentality. So things of the mind. One more. Gemini, 10th house in South Node. Okay. So we got Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Pisces, Sag, let's do 3 more. Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo. Okay? Be okay with get into a you don't give a fuck type of energy or attitude. Okay? You ain't gotta hate no one. You don't. You just don't give a fuck. You can live a life with pure love daily, but you can still not give a fuck about what the person has tried to do to you or attempt to do to you or have done to you. You can still live a life very fruitful, very happily, but it's gonna have to be a time where you're gonna have to be like, you know what, I truly don't give a fuck about that. And you live life still happily and boisterously and, you know, with love, okay? So if that resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Till next time.